Welcome back. It's a new day, everyone. The 24th, a Sunday.
You seem quite busy, Sai-san. I take it you're stuck in the middle of everything?
Stuck in the middle of you.
The Phantom Thieves made a mockery of us when they brought down Kaneshiro. And to make matters worse, Mejid, who has been dormant for some time now, just declared war on them. How much more can they screw us over?
Stress is bad for the skin, you know.
Did you come all this way simply to be sarcastic?
How about you listen to my deductions for a change of pace?
Oh, it's quite the change of pace.
You may think it absurd. But don't you think the case you're pursuing and the actions of the Phantom Thieves overlap somehow?
What are you basing this off of?
The one point of commonality across all cases is how those involved have an unforeseen change of heart.
I've suspected that myself, but those suspicions are unfounded.
I told you at the beginning that this was only a deduction. These just Phantom Thieves are riling up the public. However, that is a disguise. Their true goal is terrorist action by way of psychotic breakdowns. Is that too much?
There's nothing at the moment that falsifies that claim. Have you mentioned this to the police?
I'd never tell them such things. The only value they have to me is in their mobility and organizational capabilities.
It seems having you lend me a hand has paid off.
I'm glad to hear that. What about your case, Sai-san? Did you learn anything from the guardian of that mental shutdown victim's daughter?
Nothing at all.
I see. Now, what should my next action be for our victory?
Handle the Phantom Thieves without remorse. Use any means necessary to win. That's how I would deal with them.
Very well.
This seems to be fun for you. Are you on to something?
He might be.
No, not at all.
Oh, we can see right through you there, mate.
Well then, to our victory.
Just the way he says our.
Okay.
Time for sushi! This place is in Ginza, right? Do we take the usual train from Shibuya? Ginza! Famous for luxury shopping, its property values are the highest in all of Japan. The forefront of trends, aside from the shops, cafes are aplenty. If you're tired from shopping, get tea! Ah, looks like I like Ginza.
All right.
Let's head over to Ginza. Ba-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
The flounder is out of this world. That texture.
Again, just thinking back to like more stories when I was over in America, it's very much like we went to a place that had sushi. It was just a case of like, I didn't want the sushi because I wanted my fish cooked, because I'm so used to having fish cooked at this point that it feels strange it not being cooked. I'd probably get used to it after a while, but it is very much a case of like, how I described it, it was very much a case of, there was two island nations that, you know, pursued and ate fish. One decided to eat them raw, one decided to cook them. And my point was, guess which nation I'm from? It's just like, yep, I like my fish cooked.
I don't see any prices listed here.
So usually when I go to like a Japanese restaurant or something, I usually have chicken. Is that chicken? Ooh, some good stuff with the chicken.
It's called market price. Don't worry about it, we got the cash.
So good. Hey, is the fatty tuna ready yet?
Hold your horses and don't talk!
By the way, is Boss really the kind of person who would abuse someone?
trying to think like how like every like chicken thing available like that I had I had as an option. I think it's probably like chicken katsu was probably my go-to. Not katsu curry though, just chicken katsu. There's also usually like for like in terms of treats and stuff. I probably say it completely wrong. Dariyaki. It's like custard sort of innards sometimes. The ones I like anyway have custard sort of innards, and it's sort of like 2 pancakes around the filling. It's hard to describe it, but it's lovely. Lovely.
That again?
I can't get it off my mind. Especially if it means he could be taken to court. What kind of person is he? Do you truly believe he'd do such a thing?
No chance.
If it's really true about the abuse, he'd be a no-good jerk pretending to be a guardian.
Maybe the chief is the one who needs a change of heart.
Hold on a sec. About that.
I mean, I suppose thinking more with sushi, another thing like I kind of don't like the fish that is predominant in sushi. Like for instance, salmon. I don't like salmon. So it's like, well, that takes away stuff like nigiri and stuff like that. It just goes out the window. It's like, nope, I don't like it because I don't like salmon. So I'm very much like cod family is what I like. Most people usually go for cod as their go-to fish. But for me, I like haddock over cod. Yeah.
I actually got curious after our conversation and checked his name in the nav.
Sounds to me like there wasn't a hit.
Right. Anything beyond this is his family's problem. We probably shouldn't get any more involved.
I'm bringing loads of things to come back into my head. Like, I'm sure someone said like, it's like you're not a fan of seafood. Then I'm like, what? It's like, well, you don't like sushi and you don't like lobster. It's like, yeah. Like, mate, I love fish and chips. That's seafood.
Wait, you think Alibaba could be Boss's ex-wife? He must have cheated on her, and that's where Futaba came from.
Doubtful.
Your imagination has run rampant.
How foolish. Still, this is delicious. I've never experienced anything quite like it before.
Man, and it's all thanks to us being the Phantom Thieves. Crap.
For real.
Fantastic! This sushi is delicious!
I mean, you've tried to save it.
Yeah! The fish is so fresh.
Everywhere we go, we hear about these Phantom Thieves.
What rubbish.
Think about where we are, Ryuji.
It is sort of like, you are blurting this out everywhere. It's not a secret who you are at this point.
Sorry, it just kind of slipped.
My apologies for bringing up Boss again. We should just enjoy the food.
Ijima-san, what are you doing here?
All I've got in my head is like just thinking about the difference between cod and haddock now. It's very much like the sense of like haddock has a more sort of like a sort of stronger flavor to it, but you don't get as much. It's not as thick as a cod. So it's like if you want a big meal and you're not too fussed about flavor as much as like how much you're eating, because you know maybe you're really hungry, cod would be the way to go. But if you want like a quality meal, a quality fish and chips, go haddock. Definitely go haddock. If you're ever given the option. It's rare, but if you're given the option, it's like haddock is the way to go if you want a more tasty meal, not a bigger meal. That's really the sort of difference between them when they're on a menu.
Akechi-kun.
Akechi? You're the ones from the TV station. Could it be that you're friends of Nijima-san?
Do you know this guy?
It's nice to meet you. My name is Akechi. Glad to make your acquaintance, Yusuke Kitagawa.
Either fish is fine, by the way. They're both good for you in terms of like the nutritional value you get from and all that type of stuff. If you dunk it, in batter and stuff, the batter's bad for you, but the fish is good for you. Just, batter is a problem.
How do you know my name?
Well, because I'm a psychic, of course. I'm only joking. In truth, I'm a rookie detective. You're a former pupil of Madarame, right? I have actually just recently joined the investigation team looking into the Phantom Thieves. Did you see that Medjed has declared war on them? War? Their website was updated just a moment ago.
And I'm just... Here's that sort of thing. Yes, I'm paying attention to the story, but I'm just still thinking about fish. They're the ones who went on about sushi, so it's sort of like, it's in my head. There is also the other option, the third option. You usually find this in more... either like cheaper restaurants or cheaper fish and chips and stuff like that. Like fish and chip chains, like a Chippy. A local fish and chip shop. And usually find it in fish fingers, which are fish sticks in America, I believe. There is a difference in that. I'll bring that up in a second. But, yeah, there's also pollock. And that is sort of like just the lowest of the low in terms of the cod family of fish. Like, you don't want pollock. It's alright. But, if you've got the other two options, go for them. Simple as that. But, I was having a discussion with Sarah about the difference between fish fingers and fish sticks. And I was pointing out to her, like, things make sense because we call them fish fingers. Because they're about the size of fingers. And she was like, yeah, but look at the actual size of the fish sticks. I was like, okay. Like, you see on the box, like, they're actually thinner. It's like, huh. Yeah, they're not actually the size of fingers. They are smaller. So it's sort of a strange thing of, like, they're not a one-to-one comparison. We could have over here easily fish sticks and fish fingers as a result, because it's that difference between fries and chips in the UK. It's that kind of thing going on again. It's like they're thinner fish fingers. Like, imagine a fish finger, to any Brits, imagine a fish finger cut in half. That's like the two halves, that would be two fish sticks. Like, that's how small they are. It's like, huh. Very weird.
For real?
For real, I know. Fish finger cut in half. Two fish sticks. For real.
English again.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What's it say? Huh. Why do you seem so agitated?
She's a huge fan of the Phantom Thieves. A total nutjob for him.
I don't know how wise it is to be a fan of groups like them.
What is with these comments?
My apologies. I didn't mean to butt into your conversation, but I must say, this is an interesting group. Prosecutor Nijima's sister, an ex-pupil of Madarame, and a few Shujin Academy students. It seems you're all connected to the Phantom Thieves. Perhaps you have better intel than I do. Yes. I wanted to ask you something. Regarding this whole Medjed commotion, if you were one of the Phantom Thieves, what would you do?
Ignore it. Ignore them. There you go.
That is unexpected. Only a small minority of people believe that is the best decision.
Sorry to disappoint, but we're just normal high school kids. If anything, we want to hear what you gotta say, Mr. Detective.
My profiling of the Phantom Thieves has led me to believe they are a group of juveniles. They have a relative amount of free time after school and a hideout to slip away to. Furthermore, considering Kamoshida was their first target, it seems they began activity around April. In a way, all I've just said about the Phantom Thieves coincides with the group you have here.
What? You gonna report us?
I didn't say I was being suspicious of you.
Good. Yeah, I actually like. It's that sort of thing. It's like I like that as just a normal response, and then it's like, yeah, I like that one because it's sort of like it's funny and putting it back in. But then I like that one even more. It's stages of funny. It's like Ryuji's a Phantom Thief.
Me? You're siding with him?
Lock him away.
I wasn't anticipating that response. You always find a way to rise above my expectations. You really are an intriguing one. I lack your calm mannerisms, but don't you think my deduction is an interesting one?
Nope.
I bet we'd make a great team if we worked together.
What? The hell are you saying?
Well, this has been a valuable point of reference for me. I hope to see you all again.
What was that about?
Do you think he's ascertained our true identities?
Nah, couldn't be. Right?
I'd like to say that it's simply us overthinking this, but maybe best to be cautious from now on. We shouldn't forget that Alibaba was able to discover who we are.
True, but it's not as though he had tangible evidence to prove that discovery. Just keep acting normally.
More importantly, things are getting serious with Medjed.
Oh yeah, what did they write?
Here, I'll read it. We are disappointed in the people of Japan in their belief in the Phantom Thieves' false justice. Hence, we shall proceed with our plan to cleanse Japan. This process will commence on August 21st.
Well, we got our countdown then.
As a result, the Japanese economy shall suffer devastating damages.
For real?
For real.
Keep going.
However, we are magnanimous. We will give the Phantom Thieves one final opportunity to repent. As proof of this repentance, we demand that they reveal their identities to the public. We will attack if these demands remain unmet. The future of Japan rests with the Phantom Thieves. We are Medjed, we are unseen, we will eliminate evil. That's what it says.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, just a bit.
In other words, if we don't unmask ourselves, Medjed will attack Japan, correct? And it seems they are quite the attention seekers.
What are we gonna do about this?
Panic. Severely.
Only we could get in contact with Alibaba.
Our only clues are Boss and Futaba. Anyways, it's too damn hot out here. Why don't we go to Leblon? We can talk more over there. We went through all sorts of options on our way here, but looks like we got no choice but to ask for Alibaba's help.
How do we even begin to do that?
Question is, how do we get in touch with him?
Thank you.
He cut off all contact with us after that misunderstanding. Then again, if we manage to steal Futaba's heart, he may attempt to reach out to us once more.
But we don't have any clues on what her keywords are.
Damn it, Alibaba! Where the hell are you?
Actually, he may be closer than we think.
It's Morgana, I knew it!
Huh?
Hypothetically speaking, even if we stole Futaba's heart, how would Alibaba know that the deed has been done? Would he truly be able to discern that just from cell phone messages?
Yes.
You mean he'd have to meet her in person? Alibaba was able to deliver the calling card here. On top of that, he can check on Futaba's condition. However, according to the circumstances he put forth, he's unable to meet with us. This leads me to believe that it would be bad for him if we were to see the two of them together. It seems to me, Alibaba may in fact be Futaba herself.
Makoto's just very, very smart, though. Like, that is some good deduction.
For real?
For real?
So she's asking that we steal her own heart?
Maybe she wants us to save her from the scars of her abuse. That would be hard to ask directly.
I'd like to meet with Boss. He lives nearby, right?
I'm right around the corner. I know where his house is.
I agree. It's real late, though. What are we gonna tell Boss when we get there?
Hi.
We'll say this takeout sushi is a gift for him. But my fatty tuna!
No complaining.
Let's all go together. Boss may get the wrong idea if he and I show up alone. Nobody's answering. But the lights are on.
Think she's napping?
Even Boss would have woken up with how many times we've rung this doorbell.
I would think Futaba would have answered by now if she were here too.
Ah, the gate is unlocked.
Dude, you can't go opening other people's stuff like that.
But look, the door seems to be slightly open as well.
I am very much thinking of making a video. You know how I did with Akihiko's "Where Have You Been?" Like, where have you been? Like, screw you, Akihiko. Very much making a video with all the for reals from Ryuji. Maybe make a video where like they all play at the exact same time. All of them. I kind of want to show that visually though, but it's like, depends on how many does, how small the like little screens would be, because I'd have like, you know, cut it into how many times he says it. So it's like, say he said it 4 times, each corner would be a different Ryuji saying it. But it's like, if he says it so many times, you wouldn't even notice it. It'd just be a blur of scenes. It's an idea though. I'll think about it.
I wonder why. That's rather careless.
Whoa. It sounds like it's going to rain. We should get inside.
Do you think that's okay?
I don't know. Probably.
I like the bit of ad lib there. Like, oh.
My apologies, boss.
Boop-a-doo, boop, boop-a-doo, boop.
Hello, sir? He's not out, is he? The door ahead is open, and I can hear the TV.
I hope he didn't pass out or something. I mean, Boss is kind of old, ain't he?
I'm a bit worried. Should we go in and check on him?
Please excuse us. No, my legs won't move.
Hi.
Alibaba! Futaba! Hey! Come on! Where are you? You're a hacker, right? Just show yourself! I'm sorry! Please save me!
Futaba!
Crap, he's home!
Who the hell are you? Don't move! You hear me?
I'm so sorry, sis. Somebody please save me.
You? What are you doing in my house? You're...
Oh, good evening, sir. We didn't mean to intrude.
Are we not going to question the frog on the right that's just staring at us constantly during this scene? No? We're just going to ignore it, okay.
Nijima-san. Wait, are you two dating?
We're just friends.
Friends nowadays get that close to each other?
But that's not it. This, things happened and...
You kids are here too?
We came to say hello. Hi. No, right, now we're leaving.
We brought you some sushi, but nobody answered when we rang the bell. The door was unlocked too. We could hear the TV though, so we got worried you might have passed out or something.
The door was unlocked?
Yes.
I do that sometimes. Guess I'm getting old.
Excuse me. There's something we'd like to ask.
Huh? You want to ask me?
There's someone else living here, isn't there?
There used to be. But she died 3 years ago.
Yeah, my daughter.
Could she be Futaba Sakura?
You told Nijima-san too?
I didn't say nothing. I think you can't prove nothing, Gav.
Is there any way we could meet with Futaba-san? I think we may have frightened her earlier, so we'd like to apologize if at all possible.
Well, that's...
Is she sick?
No, it's not like that. I don't want you all getting the wrong idea. I shouldn't have kept this a secret from you. Let's talk at my shop. She'll hear us if we stay here. Now, where do I start?
The beginning, usually.
Futaba's mother and I knew each other long before Futaba was born. Her mother was a bit of a weird one, but we got along well for some reason. She was sharp-witted, somewhat stern, a little socially inept, but always carefree. She truly was a great woman.
I see.
When something piqued her interest, that'd be all she focused on. She always worked deep into the night. I thought that'd change after her kid was born, but having Futaba didn't do much. Even with that, she always took good care of her.
Working and watching over a child at the same time sounds rough.
I guess raising Futaba alone turned out to be tough on her in more ways than one.
Alone?
There wasn't a father.
Do you mean...
Well, there probably was one. I didn't know him, though. She never said a word about him either. She was single when she gave birth to Futaba, and single when she raised her. They were an ordinary, loving family. You could really tell how much she cared for Futaba. But one day, she left, leaving Futaba behind.
She left.
Yes. She committed suicide.
Oof.
Suicide?
Threw herself into the street, right in front of Futaba's eyes.
Shocking doesn't begin to describe that.
It's gotta be devastating for a kid.
Yeah, that's a trauma you don't get over.
So... well, a lot happened after that, but I ended up taking custody of Futaba. First, she was so depressed, she wouldn't even talk to me.
Was that because she couldn't get over her mother's suicide?
I kept talking to her, though, and she started opening up to me, little by little. That's when I found out. Futaba blames herself for her mother's death.
What? But why?
That part she's never told me. I wanted to know what led her to believing that, but I decided not to rub salt in the wound. Then, a few months ago, she started getting real scared, even when nothing was happening. She'd say things like, "I hear voices," and "Mom is looking at me."
Visual and auditory hallucinations. Have you taken Futaba to a doctor?
I wanted to, but she refused. Even when I had a doctor come, she locked herself away in her room. Since then, she's become what you'd call a shut-in. She won't take a single step outside the house, or even try to see other people.
What about you?
She doesn't even let me come in her room.
That's pretty harsh.
Futaba is, well, a unique girl. She's so quick-minded that conversations with her tend to jump from one topic to the next. It seems like she's always coming to conclusions in her head. There's a lot I don't get about her. So, yeah, her situation is why I couldn't let you in my house.
I understand.
What Futaba needs is a safe place where nobody will threaten her. Somewhere she can be at ease. That's why I won't do anything she doesn't want. I don't make her do anything she's unwilling to either. And again, I know that's no way for her to live. It's all I can do, though.
Is that what you desire? Yeah, I'm more likely into what does she want?
I don't know. She just asks me for things that she wants, like food or these complicated books. Well, that's that. So, can you just leave her be? I'm gonna head back then. You all had better head home soon, too.
I feel awful for prying into his personal affairs.
No way in hell he's abusing her.
Oh no.
The reason why Futaba wants her heart stolen must be related to what happened to her mother.
So she'd like to discard her feelings of pain, but can't do anything about it herself.
If only it would be that easy, though. I'm sure we've all got something in our lives, like some kind of trauma or something like that. If we could just discard the feelings for it, it'd be so nice. But no.
Will changing her heart really help her, though?
If we can help her, we may be able to stand up to Medjed.
We need more clues, really.
Hold on a sec. Do we even know if she has a palace? Let's check. The Futaba Sakura that lives at Sojiro Sakura's house. Is that gonna be enough?
Candidate found.
What the?
She's got one.
So someone can have a palace even if they're not evil? Hey, Morgana. Where's Morgana?
That's a good question.
I haven't seen him for some time.
So, ever since we went inside Boss's house?
Somewhere around there. He'll be fine, though. He's a cat after all. The trains are gonna be shutting down for the night soon, so we should probably be heading home.
We have to go to school in the morning after all.
Oh, right. The urgent assembly.
Ugh.
An assembly? What about?
Shujin has been garnering a lot of attention ever since Medjed called out the Phantom Thieves. So, they need to remind us not to say arbitrary stuff online and add more fuel to the fire.
We gotta meet up for every goddamn little thing. Talk about a pain in the ass.
I mean, it is our fault.
Anyway, let's contact each other afterward.
Bum 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 bum.
No way in hell he's abusing her.
The reason why Futaba wants her heart stolen must be related to what happened to her mother.
So she'd like to discard her feelings of pain, but can't do anything about it herself.
Will changing her heart really help her, though?
If we can help her, we may be able to stand up to Medjed.
Hold on a sec. Do we even know if she has a palace? Let's check. The Futaba Sakura that lives at Sojiro Sakura's house. Is that gonna be enough?
What the?
She's got one.
So someone can have a palace even if they're not evil? Hey, Morgana.
Sneaky, sneaky. Where'd Morgana go? And that's where we're going to actually end this part, so we'll see you in the next part. Ta-da for now.